Welcome everyone. This is Evelyn. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Moon and the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. I have pre-shuffled. I'm not going to give you a time frame. It's around this time. Whenever you come to the video, there's a message there for you. So whether this situation's passing or present or coming up very soon, this is the energy that's coming up now for you. For Virgo, we're going to pull you a Romance Angels card first. And I'm still going to pull an Oracle card at the end as well. We have the Gilded for the main read, the Rider-Waite Mini here for the clarifiers. And so for Virgo. Remember, it's a general read. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. If you want something more personalized, my information's below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames, if you want to check that out. And if you like the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If YouTube unsubscribes you, just go ahead and resubscribe again if you want the notifications. They do that sometimes. And if you like the video, make sure to share it with others. It really helps me out. If you do want to make a donation, the PayPal button is below. And thank you all for sharing your time with me as well. So here we go for Romance Angels for Virgo. What's coming up for this read? Take a deep breath. I just did Leo. It was a really positive read, but it took a lot out of me. And Cancer's was a really long read. So here's for Virgo. What's up, Virgo? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, here we go. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So if you don't have an ex, it's just really time to clear your energy. And it is time for spring cleaning. So it's a good time to not only clean out your house and home, but also your spiritual body, right? To allow some stuff that you've been holding on to release. But your love life is ascending to a higher level. It's time to clear your energies out. And perhaps there's a retreat coming up. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, beautiful. So unrequited love is at the bottom. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And beneath that was love yourself first. And maybe that's the unrequited love. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So not loving yourself first, that was the unrequited love. The learning to love yourself, right? Because Virgos are such perfectionists. So this is like release the old you. You're going to a higher level of commitment, and there's time away here. Right? Whether it's you and family and friends, or with you and a significant other there. It's all about loving yourself first. Okay, so now we have the Gilded Tarot. We're going to pull energy cards at the end as well. All right, Virgo. It's been very windy on and off. It was crazy windy for Cancer, and then when Leo first started, it just stopped all of a sudden. The sun got brighter, and now it's very still. It was just windy a minute ago, and now for you, Virgo, it's very still. It's very quiet. Is it the quiet before the storm, or just the peace? The peace after the storm. Let's see what's up for Virgo now. One more. Whoop. Trying to get a handle on it. It's a message. All right, this is for Virgo now. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Okay, first card out for you guys is the Two of Cups reversed. So this can be a disconnect. It can be a breakup. It also can be just two people at a distance not able to see each other in a significant connection here. So that's the middle of your energy. And also unrequited love came up in the underlying energy. So it's disconnecting from what no longer serves you, which includes not loving yourself enough. The challenge is the Empress reversed, which is an energy of lack. Or this could have been a mother who was very difficult on you. This can be a boss who's difficult. This can be someone who's ill or injured, in lack, someone who's had a miscarriage. So the Two of Cups could be someone who had a miscarriage. They'd be parted from their child. So I hope that's not the case for most of you. I don't think it is, but there's a disconnect here, and it has to do with a mother energy, mother, aunt, grandmother, or yourself being in lack or ill or injured, that kind of energy. You could have had a mother who passed recently and you're disconnected from your mom. The foundation is the 10 of Swords reversed, which is the end of the worst. You know, the worst is over, the bliss is setting in. So this is actually something positive here. In the recent past is the Queen of Wands reversed. And that could be someone who's sick or tired or sick and tired, or someone who's literally, you know, pissed off, right? That energy, which is interesting as this energy comes up. I'm Virgo. My mother passed away in January, and she was a Gemini, but she was very fiery. So she was definitely a Queen of Wands energy reverse. She had a very bad temper on her. She was amazing, like fun-loving and so brilliant, and did a lot of service for others, but she also had a bad temper on her. So, you know, there's definitely a bit of both within my mom. The header here is the 2 of Swords upright. This can be blinded by the light, but this is really keeping your energy to yourself to keep it pure. And it's sometimes just to keep your sanity, right? Because if you get the new information, it might knock you over and knock you off balance. This is the clarity, though. So this is someone trying to keep to themselves, or perhaps pretending not to know so they don't have to deal with the situation. Blinded by the light. That's was my first energy for that card today. What's coming up for you is the 2 of Wands reversed, which can be feeling like you have no options, but it also can be that you chose that path already, but you can't implement it right now because of the restrictions or whatever's holding you back. You see yourself as the King of Wands reversed, so it's a very masculine energy here. We have the Queen of Wands over here reversed. So you have the King of Wands reversed, which is, you know, a bully. That's physical abuse, but that can also be someone who's very sick and tired, just exhausted, right? Can't do it anymore, physically spent. But the worst is over. The bliss is setting in. So these can really, if these can represent both Virgos if you're in a fire energy today. This also can be that you have a lot of fire in your chart, or there's a fiery person who's literally in your energy. Okay, so what's around you or how others might see you, Virgo, is the King of Pentacles reversed. So they're seeing you, whether you're feminine or masculine, they're seeing you in your masculine, but either bossy, superficial, abusive, or just exhausted and losing money and status perhaps, or there's 2 masculine energies here, both reversed. You know, they're looking at each other, but they're not happy with each other, okay? And there could be brothers there, that could be lovers who are fighting. And even if you're a feminine, this could be your brothers fighting, right? This could be your partner fighting with their brother or their best friend, that kind of thing. Or at work, there could be a big fight between men, but it's very masculine energy. So if you are the feminine, you're in a very masculine, pissed off energy, or just exhausted energy. But being that, if you're a feminine, this energy is not really so much the exhaustion, because you could have a feminine energy who's tired. But this could, you know, could be a very physically abusive energy. What is the block for Virgo here? The 4 of Pentacles. So this is somebody holding on, saving, perhaps clinging a little bit too much, right? It's not a lot of money. It's the 4 of Pentacles, not 10. So you might be, you know, holding on because you don't have a lot to spend. So maybe you need to save to make sure you have enough for your bills and all that kind of stuff. But you got to be careful about not holding on too tight as well. You know, this could be also this could be someone keeping their cards close to their chest, you know, not telling the whole thing. And again, the 2 of Swords over here is not telling the whole story. Knowing and keeping it to yourself, keeping your cards close to your chest. But this keeping your cards close to your chest is the block for Virgo. It's like not playing your hand. I was just getting Texas Hold'em, so I don't know who's playing. This could be some gambling issues too with somebody. maybe you feel like you need to keep your money away from this King of Pentacles here as well, because they're all about the money, right? What's at the end for Virgo here is the Chariot reversed, which is feeling stuck. This can be a breakdown of a car, you know, maybe you're getting your car worked on, but this can be a breakup, a breakdown, a break-in, a breakthrough, a state of emergency, right? The warpath. This is the state of emergency that everyone's been going through, that's held everyone up. Not ascending, perhaps. And then the connection to what's left hanging in limbo is the sun coming out. The sun will come out tomorrow. So that's coming out now for you as the connection to what's left hanging in limbo, which is springtime. And what's left hanging in limbo is just walking away and within. Leaving behind the garbage, right? The poop in the yard, the disorganized cups, and all the emotional energy that you put into something, which ended up just being poop in the yard and just walking away. So that's left hanging in limbo. And you will get more cards after that. And this could just be energies around somebody around you. It doesn't necessarily specifically have to be you. It could be somebody in your energy. It's a very interesting read for you today. All right, we have the Seven of Cups upright in the underlying energy. And in this deck, they're all good, right? So it's having all of these opportunities. They're all good. Having a stable home. I'll give you a little backstory before we go forward. And with the windy day today, it definitely feels like the winds are brewing something up. We have the Page of Wands, inspiration here. After depression or arrogance or needing to heal, needing to shine your light, and then finally finding the inspiration. Or perhaps a child that inspires you, because we have the mother and child over here, the Queen of Wands reversed and the Page of Wands upright. Or perhaps that could be you having gained inspiration from a mother, whether she's alive or has passed already, gaining inspiration from that. Then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, the Four of Wands upright, and then the Seven of Cups upright. So we're inspired here with the Page of Wands. There may be some issues at work, or not getting along with somebody at work, in a split or divide or a need for the truth. And then the release from home or stability. And this could be, you know, this is like heaven in your eyes, seeing synchronicities, your dreams coming true, and there's no negative dreams in this one. You know, are you seeing things? It's not coming up that way. This is a beautiful, stable home, and making it your dream come true after releasing self, perhaps in a split or a divide or a need for the truth, right? Getting to the truth of a situation, not doing well at work perhaps, or like I said, not getting along with someone. This also could be a third party through work situation. So we're going to clarify everything. The worst is over. The worst is over. The bliss is setting in. We have two negative men over here. Are they just both kaput and tired? That could be. Let's see what comes up. And it could be after a death. You know, this could be family death, right? We have the mother and then siblings, you know, who are dealing with after death. So maybe they're not doing awful, but it's just bringing up the fact that they're dealing with mourning their mother. That could be coming up. All right, so the Seven of Cups for Virgo. Why is that there for Virgo? Being very present in the moment to the brokenness, the state of emergency. This could be ambulance energy to the hospital too as well. But it's being very present to the nothingness, being present in the moment, that you don't have to move, but feeling stuck is another story. You know, are you broken? Are you broken down? Are you feeling broke financially? But it's after this brokenness, the moving forward here. This is the Knight of Pentacles is offering to the King of Pentacles reversed. right? So after this brokenness, this also could be somebody fixing your car, somebody doing work on your house, because we have the house there as well. You know, this is the person doesn't have a lot of money giving money to the person apparently who's supposed to have a lot of money. And this is the person who's all about the money, taking money from someone who doesn't have a lot. It also could be someone, it could be a King of Pentacles who's lost money and status recently because of the state of emergency. And here's the Knight of Pentacles coming in with not a lot. Maybe they had their own issues coming forward, but they want to help. If it's not money they can offer their services or their time. But someone helping, it can be their child as well. Maybe their child's stepping up to the plate to help them out. And here's the King of Pentacles over here. So we have the Knight doing something kind. And then we have the Queen of Wands. It can also be someone, if we're dealing with siblings here, you know, the one who's doing the paperwork or, you know, dealing with the financial stuff or doing the work. You know, when you have a family situation, there's always one or two people get stuck doing most of the stuff. So that could be that kind of energy. And then the Queen of Wands is coming up with two aces reversed. The Ace of Wands reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. Right? So upright, this would be new passion and truth going different ways. Offering passion that way and offering truth this way. But this is frustration and inability to understand something or fathom something. The inability to conceive or conceptualize something. The inability to get aroused, to be humored by something, not thinking something's funny, feeling strong-armed. And this is the lie, the need for the truth, the divide, a split, you know, being pounded over the head and abused verbally as well. This could be verbal and physical abuse. Okay, so that could be coming up for you. You may be seeing synchronicities about things you've dealt with in the past or present regarding family or friends or perhaps somebody who's been abusive to you. And yet seeing synchronicities about this stuff, but also could be seeing the bad and the good. Maybe there was verbal abuse and physical abuse, but maybe there was also great treasures. Okay, and here's the Devil here. Your abuser. Temptation. Chained to a ball and chain. Using temptation to allow the abuse. So saying it's a fair exchange. Well, I can abuse you, but then I'll give you hugs and kisses, or I'll buy you something to make up for it. And actually, someone I used to work with used to do it all the time, right? They'd bite your head off, and then they'd bring something in the next day to feed you or something like that, right? It's that kind of energy. Saying it's okay to abuse you because I buy you gifts, or I give you a hug and a kiss afterwards and tell you I'm sorry. There's kind of that energy there. The foundation here is the Ten of Swords reversed. And this is about overworking or things not working out. And here's the worst over, that the bliss is setting in. And that's regarding all of these treasures, these synchronicities, all these options that you have. Perhaps to just hang out and see new perspectives, but feeling like you have no options or unable to implement what you want to do right now. Carrying a heavy burden, or maybe carrying too much weight. Maybe you feel like you need to lose weight. Or that's the Atlas energy, the weight of the world upon your shoulders. Feeling burdened or doing too much work. As the Knight of Cups, offering love. Perhaps to those without, or to a negative past. Right? Offering love to those who've experienced negativity in their past, or child abuse, or falling out with a friend or a loved one, or your children, or even children who are frustrated and having a difficult time around the world. Okay? And that could be Pisces energy too. Very much Pisces today, because we have the new moon in Pisces. Today's my daughter's birthday, by the way, Pisces. So there's very loving energy here about trying to help others who have had abuse in the past. There's definitely an abuse energy coming up under Virgo today. like physical abuse. There's verbal abuse here too, and we're getting masculine and feminine. There's 2 of Cups in the center of the reed. The King of Cups reversed. And Justice, the injustice of it. And this is someone who's, emotionally detached, someone who's emotionally unavailable, someone who's over-emotional, perhaps someone who drinks or alcoholism. And the injustice of this and disconnect. The injustice of not being able to see eye to eye, or the injustice of not being able to see each other face to face because you're at a distance from each other, and then needing to let go to fix and repair and make amends with someone. And that can be someone who's passed. You can't make amends with them once, if you haven't talked to them. You can't make amends with them if they've passed. And it's in the situation for me with like my mom, she had Alzheimer's for 8 years. So as soon as she was open to talk about certain things that she never was open to talk about, she couldn't remember anything. And then it was just a decline after that. So the challenge here is the Empress reversed. Why? And there's that energy again, getting the word out, stepping up to the plate. This is a message of breaking patterns, taking the mask off and dropping the facade, right? To recover ourselves from being the victim, no longer the victims, no longer left out in the cold, right? Recovering from destitution or injuries, illnesses, whatever it is, to get out the word. And regarding death and transformation, dark night of the soul and endings. And that could be Scorpio energy too. The main energies that are coming up for you here are Taurus reversed and Leo. And then Virgo, but it's not coming up in a Virgo card. I'm just talking the main cards here. So the main focus here has to do with a disconnect or at a distance between 2. Regarding perhaps someone with Taurus energy reversed and Leo upright. And the King and Queen of Wands are very much Leo energies. We also have difficulties with the challenge being the Empress. And here's the Queen of Wands. So that could be mother and daughter as well, and then a son as well here. That could be in-laws too. So the present moment is the 2 of Swords. The wounded warrior, right? Keeping to themselves. This is someone still fighting the war, protecting all of their prior wounds or their accomplishments. But are they accomplishments? It's just really energy spent, because the accomplishment would be referenced in Pentacles, something you've actually manifested. This is someone who's fought a long battle and perhaps not using their intuition, or with a secret passion or a secret coming out and been keeping it to themselves, about a sovereign who's got everything they need except for someone to share it with, and perhaps a mother that's wonderful too. Is that even possible, to find someone who's got everything and then has a really nice mother too? So that could be the energy there for you. Maybe you are the Queen of Pentacles, maybe you're the sovereign. And then there's this wounded warrior energy, which is the King of Wands, that's around you in your energy. What's coming up here is, why can't you go on your new path? Feeling defenseless, or you don't have no excuse at all. Feeling defenseless to the energies and or attacks, or feeling ganged up on, or just without an excuse. The Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed could be out of control, abusing their power, or out of control, losing their power, right? Stepping down, they're getting old, they can't do what they used to do anymore. Or perhaps they're getting some dementia. This also could be someone who's sick or injured or out of control that way. Maybe there was no defense here, no of being ganged up on. This can be the abuser, right, ganging up on, but this can be the defenseless one now. Maybe he used to be an abuser and now he's defenseless and feeling attacked, or can't defend himself. And this could be speaking about my mother. She can't defend herself. She's not here. Your father, they can't defend themselves if they passed on already. And then here's the 10 of Cups. But it's really not about blaming anyone. It's about understanding the energies and why you're wounded. You don't need to blame anyone else for your wounds, but we need to heal ourselves. So we need to address the wounds that we've experienced in order to release them and not keep them pushed down in our subconscious. So here's the 10 of Cups upright, the happy ending, the happily ever after, an emotional cycle that's completed here, and someone freed from that. And there's the Empress there. Okay, so there's an Empress energy here. Feeling freed from that. It's interesting, it's coming up like the mother needing her freedom and the father needing the help of the family. The emotional contentment of the family and the freedom from the mother's control. There's all of these energies coming up here. As to why Virgo can't go forward on their path, or they can't decide what path they want to take. You see yourself as the King of Wands reversed. Why is that coming up? That's very harsh for Virgo. Okay, suffering in silence. And then here's somebody coming in to rescue. Like in the aftermath of sudden events. Or after resisting sudden changes. Or in the aftermath and the cleanup. Here's someone like the phoenix rising from the ashes here. Like, whew, boom, out of the ashes. Taking off. It's like in a movie where, you know, there's a big explosion and all of a sudden someone gets catapulted out of the explosion off to rescue the one who's suffering in silence. That's what's coming up on your energy. The Knight of Wands coming in to rescue the one suffering in silence after cleaning, in the aftermath of the mess of sudden events. Explosions, eruptions, epiphanies, after someone blowing their top, blowing their crown wide open, blowing their cover, blowing their mind, whatever it is, the sudden event, catapulted this Knight of Wands back your way to deal with the suffering in silence, the nightmares, the purging, the up nights, the crying, whatever it was, where they previously were keeping it to themselves, or you were. And there can be a father and child energy here too. We had the King of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands. That can be father and child. This can be a father who's expecting the child to pass on their legacy. What's around you or how you are seen is the King of Pentacles reversed. And Leo is coming up with a lot of King of Pentacles reversed, but Leo is seeing themselves as the Knight of Swords reversed. So this King of Pentacles reversed may be bored or grounding and integrating a financial loss. Perhaps dealing with the Queen of Cups reversed, who is very sad, or she could be manipulative as well, and implementing a new plan. So that could be Virgo coming up, needing to implement that new plan and doing so. But perhaps it looks like the Queen of Cups reversed is bored trying to implement a plan, or bored of strategizing, with the King of Pentacles not participating. Or the King of Pentacles, right, is offering something to the Queen of Cups reversed. But she's not, it's coming up behind her back. She's either turning her back on the offer or she's not even seeing it. Totally oblivious to it while she's implementing a new plan here. I want to say new plan, Stan. My dad's name was Stan. And it's like there may be an offer here. So someone's coming in to rescue here. And this may be the Queen of Cups turning her back on this rescue effort, this offer. Perhaps that person did didn't do something for them in the past. They ignored them. So there's some kind of ignoring energy between the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed. And then the King of Wands wanting to come in and rescue the situation. So the block is the Four of Pentacles, not showing your cards. That the worst is over and the bliss is coming in. With the Ten of Pentacles, family legacy, business, community, whatever that is for you. The block is the bliss, or perhaps the comfort, the release, right? Having all your fears and worries released. You know, sometimes when we're comfortable, we become apathetic, as opposed to pursuing our dreams or our creations, allowing that energy, that creative flow. So why do we have the Chariot reversed there? All right, this is the new moon. This also could be deception in a losing battle. The new moon needing to get up before dawn, perhaps, or getting up before dawn, or not sleeping well. Ending the fight, the conflict, the battle, the competition. Having not inspired at all to fight, you know, for great riches or anything at all, just feeling stuck, unmotivated, needing help, right? Needing help, money, or an opportunity, or perhaps a child that needs a job or help or school, or needs help with their homework. This can be someone who never learns their lesson because they like everyone else to do it for them, or they end up becoming an opportunist as an adult, because they've learned that other people will do things for them if they act like they don't know how. Why is the sun here? So this is this stuckness is being exposed, perhaps by the springtime or just coming out, perhaps a Leo energy who's coming around. The Knight of Swords charging in with the truth. And then there's the Queen of Swords behind them, perhaps staying quiet. It's like the silent partner. Here comes the truth teller in with a silent partner behind them. Perhaps she's been depressed or feeling arrogant or needing to heal or shine her light when this one's taking all the limelight. So that came up in Leo's energy as well, like at a kid's party where it's the birthday kid's party and then another kid gets all the attention. That some kids that may throw a temper tantrum and be upset with that, but other kids these days may actually be good with that, maybe liking that someone else got attention. But this is the need to heal and shine their light for the Queen of Swords. Even if she's putting out positive messages, maybe she still needs to spend time healing herself and exposing this, like needing the sunshine, needing the energy, needing a vacation to get away, okay? Needing a little love, a message of love. And then the Eight of Cups is walking away within. You definitely need to get away. I'm getting that for sure. Like I need a vacation or a break. Six of Pentacles, sharing, being charitable to others, giving or settling out. That can be, again, inheritance and distributions. This is someone who's pushed to their emotional limits or triggered. This could be someone who's crying a lot, sweating it out, and just, you know, overwhelmed. Can be peeing, to anything with water coming out, too much peeing, too much. I have been peeing a lot lately. But yeah, that's, I think I'm passing a little stone or something. But anything where liquids are coming out of your bodies, it's just like the hand of God pushing you to the limit, because they want to push every little last ounce of shadow out of you, so that the bird here can come up and fill your cup. You know, it's the Holy Grail being filled with the Holy Communion. The bird dove and now is coming back up in order to plant that. And we have Easter coming up, and you notice the M for Mary Magdalene and the Christ energy of the Holy Communion. But it's really about communication, right? Dropping communication into the Holy Grail in order to allow it to rise up again. Walking away within, pushed to the limit with dealing with someone who's very defensive here. standing in their truth no matter what. No matter what you do, they're immovable. They won't budge. But at the same time, maybe they don't even realize it, that they're getting over it, they're healing. All right, so what's coming up next for Virgo? I wasn't expecting this. This is a very difficult read for Virgo. It's not bad, it's just really digging deep. It's the Four of Swords reversed, not getting enough sleep and rising above, or awakening and coming out around, focusing on the heart, perhaps no longer focusing. And when this card's upright, there's a lack of trust issue there because he's reaching for his sword just in case. And that's causing heart issues. And this is letting go of that mistrust. The Queen of Pentacles, which is definitely Virgo energy. Maybe you allowed someone to take over your energy, which is why the King of Wands reversed is there. The Queen of Pentacles is very stable, loving mother energy. She's the culmination of all the queens. She's very proud of what she's accomplished, her education. She may have hazel eyes with the peacock there. But yeah, I'm just very proud of what they've accomplished, what she's risen above and walked away from. And the Eight of Wands is that not speaking your true desires. This is holding back, not telling, right? No arrows of love, delays in communications and travel. Why are there delays? Standing up for oneself to relight a torch, standing up to the masses or fending off others, advances, and then being dumped on or dumped in the dumps, crying, purging, overwhelmed, pushed to your emotional limits, and then down on your knees praying to God to help you through this. Okay, that's like dark night of the soul. What we just went through is dark night of the soul. Praying that these dark birds go away, that the shadow energies go away, that you don't feel like you want to die. And then you have the Hermit, and there's you. So you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit both upright here, which is your wisdom of going within. And why do we have that Four of Swords reversed? The home and family, the stability of rising above, coming out about your truth, who you really are. About running away from marriage or commitments to home. Maybe for you, home is more important than the commitments, right? The stability, the joy and safety of family. And getting away from a commitment, perhaps that doesn't serve you, because this is controlling, this is outside ourselves. This is what society expects from us. You may be running away from, or perhaps you feel like you're getting away, like you need to lie, cheat, and steal to get away from the man in order to get home. It's like going to work every day and having to hold your breath until you get home, where you can then be happy and stable and feel safe. And the Queen of Pentacles. Could be someone running away from a commitment, a marriage, a business, a religion, a cult. Someone's running away to get away. This also could be stealing, lying, cheating, and a marriage as well. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles of a higher love, being very patient, angelic, but perhaps dissatisfied. Perhaps when you're drained or dissatisfied. This can be, kids, pets, Leo energy, very draining energy here, or just sick, maybe feeling sick, here, unsatisfied. This could be partying too much as well. But this is someone being patient with other people like this, kids who overdo it. And that's the Queen of Pentacles, is someone who'd be patient with others who are unhappy with themselves, or being arrogant, or partying too much, or being draining, overexposed. So why is the Eight of Wands reversed there? Again, rising above the delays, knowing that it's, you have to go with the universe. And there's that Eight of Wands again. Rising above and coming out when it's time, and knowing when it's not time to just, make the best of it. This could be a heated exchange as well. Rising above a heated exchange. Could be arguing as well. A lot of arguments, delays, but not expressed. It's holding back your true desires, not telling someone, like hiding the truth. In order to stand up for yourself and relight the torch here. Why is this Seven of Wands coming up here? Someone wants to get back on the horse and lead the way, be successful, bring good news to the King of Wands reversed, who may be healing and trying to forgive in a breakup or a lack of affection here. So you may be dealing with a King of Wands reversed that you want to bring good news. You want to hold them up, but they may be too proud, and they may be healing and forgiving, dealing with their own issues of a breakup or a lack of affection, perhaps their own family issues. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Somebody could be going through a breakup, being dumped, or going through the emotions of it. The Page of Wands reversed. This could be a father and child on the outs, and there's the mother. Okay, so the King and the Page of Wands are reversed. The Queen of Wands is upright, and she's looking the other way. So somebody dumped somebody here, and their wand energies, and we have the King and Queen of Wands both here. So they're on the outs, and that's in your energy. Whether that's you, that could be you if you have fire in your chart. If you don't have fire in your chart, these two are in your energy. And the Queen of Wands is going away. And for Leo, their ship just sailed. So this could be someone leaving the relationship or going on vacation, but it felt very permanent in Leo's read. This is coming up as the Queen of Wands is going away to find peace, or this could be somebody else leaving her behind. And could be third party or bad influences here that someone's leaving. And then here is the King of Swords reversed. And again, we have a child here as well. So she may be going away with the King of Swords. She may have a third party person, and she may be breaking up with the King of Wands to go away with the King of Swords reversed. And then the Five of Cups. Destined to be down on your knees praying those dark birds go away, so that you can allow the Hermit to shed light on it. So this could be a Virgo schooling the goose, and here's the Hermit, or Libra schooling the goose, and then Virgo with the light, shining light on it, or giving advice about schooling the goose. So that could be, dealing with children as well. But also it's about the praying and being down on their knees. Could be the Libra energy here, because we have the Hermit right here shedding light on it, on destiny, on what is destined. So why is the Hermit there at the end for Virgo? It's like Virgo or the Hermit is shedding light on the wheel spinning, on giving direction, like the weather report on the direction of which way the wheel is spinning each day. And this is the Strength card, right? Taming the beast, perhaps pacifying each other, petting each other when it's needed to be strong, right? Sitting in uncomfortable energies but not walking away. Learning how to transmute those energies when not getting along together, or at a distance and not being able to see each other face to face. Going within, being strong, and comforting each other within. And then we have the holding back or magnetizing of energy, time, money, effort, withholding it or magnetizing it, or preparing for a new life. This could be great riches as well. Holding back an announcement, a need to swallow the pride here, and come together at work with the Magician, with all tools on board. Okay, so definitely could be a breakup, whether it's your relationship breaking up or somebody else's, and maybe you're waiting for someone. I'm going to pull an energy deck card here as well. Let me just recap the signs here for you. So we had Taurus reversed, Cancer reversed, Leo upright, and Virgo upright. That's it. Taurus, Virgo, Leo, and Cancer reversed. Taurus is reversed too. Leo and Virgo are upright. So the challenge for you is that Empress reversed, which can be a very difficult woman or someone who's passed away. And the block for you over here is holding your cards close to your chest. That's your block. It's saying let your cards, show your cards. Put your cards down the table, which is literally what I'm doing now. I'm putting my cards down the table. The block may be a disconnect from someone who you're not getting along with, someone's at a distance, or someone you broke up with, or someone who's passed away. And, keep trying to keep your energy in a good place while being in energies that may be very difficult with the King and Queen of Wands, which is very physically abusive or just exhausted energy. Feeling exhausted all the time, whether you're the masculine or the feminine. And then other energies around you as well, adding to that. And just feeling broken at the end. But when you feel really tired and broken down, it's just time to rest and perhaps take a vacation, go out in the sun and get rejuvenated. Allow a little love to come into yourself. Know when to walk away and go within and rise above to get yourself back in balance again as the Queen of Pentacles. Even if there's delays and standing up for something. And dumping a load. And then down on your knees, praying. And going within again. It's just like that cycle back and forth of going back from your feminine to your masculine, knowing when to go out and socializing, knowing to go within, to go home and walk away and deal with your own energy. So the broken heart of the Nine of the Hermit, which is about expanding the heart. It needs to break in order to become bigger. This has been coming up a lot yesterday and today. So, and then we have the Queen of Swords, the 52 of the Goddess of the Moon. It's like holding up the false light, the moon, while everything else is taking place. Your job is just to be in place as the hermit and transmute the energies of the false light, allowing the other falls to happen, the energies of the falls to flow. You're allowing all of this to take place. You're like a placeholder. You're holding things in place while everything else gets done. It's like the Atlas rock, like holding the rock up for Atlas so they can get out from under it and get to you. It's like that energy. Wow. And there's the man holding the heart who's trying to get to you, or vice versa. And the abundance there, all right? There is a coming together here, but it's after a falling apart. Okay? And a lot of this happened already, so it's just showing you've been holding up the false light, the rock off of their shoulders so they can get out from under everything they were in, all right? And then feel their heart in order to experience the abundance, the cornucopia of the 11 of justice here in the end. Allowing the sadness and the purging, and then coming into their empowerment. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Okay? And so this could be both of you have Virgo in your chart too. We have 40 of the Page of Cups, which is that message of love that's coming up here. So it could be a Leo or a Pisces child who's, really psychic and just, really angelic in that energy, super sweet, which I have to say my children are both very like that. They're such beautiful children. So there's that energy of the children being a big support here in the dance between the masculine and the feminine. And that's the indecision. When you can't make a decision, then don't. Just be. Allow yourself to be. Learn how to be comfortable with just being and going within. When it's time to go out and play, play. And when it's time to go in and play, don't be uncomfortable. Right? It's showing you the beauty of being still. This is the being. You don't have to be in this uncomfortable, indecisive energy. You can just be in your psychic energy. Okay? And then when you come out, when you're ready and you feel inspired, you're inspired to go do something or go hang out with a friend or go on a vacation. And then when you're not, realize the other end of the spectrum is also very inspiring. Learning more tools perhaps when it's time. And it's also showing appreciation for the other side, all right? So here's the indecision. This is your light, this is your shadow side, and which way to turn, okay? So that's very clear, okay? Expanding your heart, the feminine was holding up the moon, the false light, in order for the masculine to get out from under whatever he was being pinned down by. And you see the heart here, it's the masculine's heart too. And the cornucopia, the abundance that's on the other side, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, on the other side of the bridge. And just having to do the dance between the light and the dark, and having gratitude for both. The bottom of the deck is the door to value, the 31 of expansion energy, the conflict, the competition, the fighting, but also the pursuit of happiness, the play, the fun, and the impossible dream. Just need to know what you value so that you can have it. And there's the blossoming abundance of spring, the 3 of the Empress. So again, the mother energy, who may have offered her abundance to you, even though there's lack here, okay? There's also abundance of the mother. Maybe the lack that, maybe if she was difficult with you, that was the shadow side, the triggers that she gave you, you needed to clear your wounds, and that was her gift to you in order to find out what you actually value, or perhaps leave something to you that you would value. The 31 of the pursuit of happiness and the impossible dream. Okay, that was pretty cool, Virgo. That went a whole new direction. So, you know, it's so important to make sure you get your water and your rest. It makes a big difference, a world of difference. And your joy in your nature. It's beautiful outside, so I think I'm going to go sit outside, take a break. Rise and be loved, Virgo. Love you guys. Bye.